Welcome high above Waldo Stadium. The former national champion Marcus Ray, I'm Evan Stockton. Sometimes in these ball games, storylines write themselves, and this one is real simple today. You got the finesse of North Texas against the physicality of Western Michigan. Basketball on grass on offense for North Texas. Would you believe their quarterback, Drew Mestemaker, is starting today for just the third time since the 9th grade, but he looks really, really good right now.
Pay attention now at the Doyd. They are used to opening season kickoffs going back for touchdowns. Last year here at BG against Fordham, they took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. There will be a chance for a return here. It's Cameron Petaway coming up the field. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! For the second straight season, Bowling Green has started the season with a kickoff return for a touchdown. 2 timeouts left for River Falls.
Reifenberger, Hilton, Rush, and Reed. Those are the guys I'm looking to get the football to.
Oh my gosh! Blake Rohr is alone! Blake Rohr with the greatest play in the history of River Falls football! So, I know the internet has been trying to find a mascot for the MAC this offseason. The Maccoon has been tossed into the mix. I present to you Pudge the Cat. You know, all week long, Tioka, Newberry kept talking about, we'll be ready for the cold. We may wear shorts on the sidelines. What's that old Mike Tyson phrase, you're ready until you get hit in the face? They've gotten hit in the face with Mother Nature today. You know, wants to throw here, pump and a throw, and it's picked. Central Michigan taking it back to the house. Dakota Cochran on play 2 in the Drinkle era here in Mount Pleasant. It's a pick 6.
Run! Mackenzie McGill is in, and that's a winner for North Texas.
Bay Harvey needs magic, and he needs it now. Harvey intercepted! It's picked off by Brady Block. His first career interception sends River Falls to the Stag Bowl. You're watching the NCAA Division II semifinals on ESPN. From the winter wonderland that is Top Taggart Field in Big Rapids, Michigan, today we've got a classic case of David against Goliath. Newberry in the midst of the best season they've ever had against the defending national champion, Ferris State Bulldogs. Newberry kept that Cinderella run going last week in the rain at Albany State. The slipper still fits. They were down 21-3 in the first half, and then they weren't down anymore. Devron Williams, the play of the game at the tail end of the first half. The block, the scoop, the score, and Newberry never trailed the rest of the way as they advance in the rain to take on Ferris State in the semifinals. Whoever wins this game gets the winner of Kutztown and Harding, who play later on today. But all we're thinking about right now is this outstanding matchup between two teams having yet another outstanding season. Welcome to our cozy booth at Top Taggart Field with the 12-year NFL veteran Tioka Jackson. I am merely Evan Stockton. Tioka, seriously, this is such an awesome matchup. You got Newberry on this Cinderella run against Ferris State, who quite frankly expected to be here yet again.
Well, there's no question that they expected to be here. I mean, they've won 3 out of the 4 national championships consecutively, right?
Together at the mountaintop, champions of college football.
Back at Ferris State, which is the reigning power in Division II, and Tony Anise, his quarterback last year, is one of the guys who's going to be a focal point of the college football playoff next weekend. Trinidad Chambliss, who's Ole Miss's quarterback, was Tony Anise's quarterback last year when Ferris State won the Division II championship. Man, Coach Anise, over the years, Tioka is darn proud of not just the program he's built here, but all the guys who have gone off to the NFL and higher levels of college football and had great success.
Well, and I think you're going to see that a lot more and more as we move on with the NIL, the transfer portal. It allows guys in smaller divisions, Division II, to move up and show that they belong because you're getting a lot less high school players being recruited to play at the FBS level. So some of these guys are trickling down, being developed at outstanding programs like Ferris, getting good and moving up. Nobody does it better than the Bulldogs.
Mitch Middleton kicks it away. And a chance for a return with Alex Meeks. Room on the left side for Alex Meeks. Man, there was nobody home for Ferris State. And pretty good starting field position here for Newberry.
And so when you hear about contain, usually you're talking about a pass rush and keeping a quarterback contained in the pocket so he doesn't extend. Well, contain is important on coverage teams. And that time right there was no edge set, no containment. That's a really good job of taking full advantage of it and setting Sharpie and company up in pretty good field position.
What a story this is. Sharpie's a 25-year-old on his 4th different school. Originally, he was trying to play college baseball at USC Sumter. That didn't work. Then he walks on at South Carolina as a wide receiver, then as a quarterback at North Carolina State, and he's finally ended up back at home at Newberry, where his grandpa is a Hall of Famer. And the first pass of the game, trying to hit Quez Spells. Again, these field conditions are something we have to watch.
Yeah, no question about it. They're going to adjust to it in real time. And when you see this offense go to empty this way, that ball is going to come out quick. And that time he just slipped. I mean, that's just going to happen. So right now you got to adjust real time, get your footing down, and realize how fast you can move and how quickly you can cut and still keep your feet.
Spells will stay in the backfield here with Reed Sharpie. We did confirm, by the way, that's how you say his last name.
Don't come for me, don't at me.
Spells gets a couple into the teeth of that Ferris State defensive line, and 3rd down long coming up.
So you and I talked about it. I think it's going to be very important for this offense to be able to run the football, not for huge yardage necessarily, but they got to be efficient with it just to stay out of the situations they're in right now, which is 3rd and long, because this defense feasts in this situation. They got a really good pass rush, and we talked about how they get their hands on the football with great efficiency.
25 interceptions this year for Ferris State. That leads all of Division II. Winds whipping on 3rd down 7. Jonah Norris, the man in motion. Sharpie on cue. It's another pick. The 26th of the season for Ferris State, and the 3rd in the playoffs for Jalen Jones.
Wow. We tell you no lies, folks. If you get in 3rd down obvious passing situations, you're playing into the hands of Ferris State. And this time, it's who they call the smart, natural, instinctive playmaker in Jalen Jones. He's a guy that has a lot of length, and you saw him reach in, 6'3", 200 pounds, reaching in and grabbing that football. And here's the route. Just a down into the middle route, just a square in. Very simple, but the problem is Jalen Jones is reading it all away with his eyes on the quarterback playing zone coverage.
Wyatt Bauer back to work. Give Gulker. And he was brought down in the open field by Devron Williams. You will hear Mikey Blandon and Devron Williams' names a lot defensively for Newberry today.
Yeah, and they're going to have to now play some really good complementary football. Their offense turns it over midfield. It's imperative, it's early, but it's imperative that they stop the bleeding right now and force a punt.
Gulker again. They just look like young animals on ice right now, trying to find any sort of footing on both sides.
Well, again, it's about the offensive line. And it's offensive line. They're people movers, Evan. They get on you, they glom on you, and they stay on you, and they move people.
Bauer keep finding room right up the middle. Brought down in the secondary by Santori Jones, but that offensive line, they call themselves the Nasty Boys, and they're getting nasty early in the ballgame.
And they lost 2 offensive linemen from last year's national championship team. They went on to the Big Ten. One went to Iowa, one to Michigan, and they replaced them and haven't missed a beat.
Okay, I got to imagine if you're an offensive lineman, you wake up, it's snowing, it's single digits. You know the other team's defense does not want to play in this. If you're an offensive lineman, especially with all that talent, you kind of live for a day like that.
Of course you do. And you know your team's coming in from the South. You're thinking in your head, they don't want any of this. Let's just run the football and make them like it.
Option to the right, and Brady Rose. Down the sideline, he goes. Brady was a high school folk hero at Mona Shores in Muskegon, And since he's got here to Ferris State, he's also become a folk hero too.
This run game is just devastating. They're averaging over 300 yards a carry. You see a couple guys going off late defensively, but they average over 300 yards a game, I should say. And when you're that good at running the football, it controls the game and allows the playmaker, or the play caller, excuse me, to do whatever they want to do.
This is Gulker taking the direct snap. Man, if you're the other team, if you're the other defense, right, it's got to be so hard to prepare for Ferris State and that offense run by Stephen East, the offensive coordinator. There's just so many moving parts, so much you have to prepare for.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap motion, a lot of option play. They're going to test the eye discipline of the defense, all the while they punch you in the mouth with just dive plays.
They do get it to Rose. Got a block from Gulker. And Brady Rose with a late flag down. Shoved out of bounds right near the 3 flag.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a holding penalty. One of the wide receivers getting caught holding. We talked about how good they are at blocking on the outside. I think this time they got caught with their hand in a cookie jar. Let's see what it is.
Our officials today have to be wearing minimum 6 layers. Tony Anise, the head coach for Ferris State, said he's going to wear 8.
Office, number 13. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
Steve Anise and the offensive coaching staff for Ferris State are the luckiest men in Big Rapids, Michigan today. They get to be inside.
And so are we. Let's add us to the list as well. His dad's out there roughing it.
Tony Anise said, this week in practice, I was wearing 8 layers and a heated vest. I don't like this weather, but I will be ready. Jake Price back in, and the former Muskegon Big Red is rumbling into the end zone. This is not the North Pole. This is Big Rapids, Michigan. But over the last few years, it's been Division II football heaven.
Well, it's not the North Pole, but running behind this offensive line has to feel like it's Christmas every single day. There are whole options wherever you look, and Jake Price is an explosive runner with vision.
This statistically is the best offense in college football, and you truly do not know what direction they're going to hit you at. Jake Price is supposed to be the running back who finishes games. Today, he's starting it off strong.